Hi, I'm Squeaky Clean Dave and welcome to the channel. If there's one thing that I've never been happy with my van, it's storage. I've built shelves on the side here which work to a certain degree, but they're not very good for brushes. So I've tried hanging my brushes up here on bungee cords, but inevitably it's always the middle one you want. So in this video I'm going to make a set of drawers for the back of the van. So all my reels and everything will sit on top of the drawers, and then I'll have loads of storage underneath. So let's get cracking and see how it goes. So I've got the sides cut down for the carcass of the drawers. I'm using, for the back I'm using 18mm ply, and then for the sides and the middle this seemed to fit better. This is inch by 150mm, which I just got from B&Q. So to join these together now, I'm going to use something called a pocket hole jig. And this is a pocket hole jig, and fantastic piece of equipment, great for joining two pieces of wood at a right angle. So we'll start with that and I'll show you how it works. So to start with, you have to set this to the depth of the wood. So it's 18mm thick, the ply, which is just under 3/4 of an inch. So I'll set that to that. So set it, the thickness of the wood, to 3/4 of an inch. Now this pocket hole jig goes from 1/2 inch up to 1.5 inches. Then you have to set this plunger just by screwing the nut backwards and forwards. You can set the depth of that, and that screws in, and what that does is that holds the wood tight when it's in place. So set that for 18mm. So next you need to set this little stop up here. So you undo that with an Allen key. You drop it into the pocket hole jig through one of the guided holes there, and it's got to stop a couple of mil or 3mm from the bottom of the pocket hole jig, just so when you drill down you're not drilling into the bottom of the jig and hitting the bottom and blunting your bit. You've got to clamp it into your jig, so just line your holes up that you want to drill, clamp it in, and then with your drill set on fast, drill down through the hole until it reaches the stop. And then just repeat that all the way along. Done the back, and I think I probably put too many holes in the back, but plenty of fixings, and I've done the two sides. Now I'm using, for the top and the bottom of the drawers, 18mm ply. I want it fairly strong because I want to be able to put my pressure washer on top of it. The 18mm ply I got from B&Q, which was the cheapest place I could find around by me, and because it's the full width and I knew the length I wanted it, I was able to get it cut in B&Q because I've got a trade account, so you're not charged for cuts there with a trade account. So I've got that cut to the right length, so that makes sure you've got a perfectly square good cut. So now all I need to do is put the sides and the back on. So these pocket hole screws have got quite a big head to catch it inside the pocket. They're a coarse thread because I'm going into ply or softwood, so a coarse thread is better. They're also a square bit that holds them, which I bought separately. When you screw these in, you've got to make sure that you're not going really mad with it. So turn your drill down onto low speed, and there's a chuck here, which the more you turn it to the right, the tighter you'll do a screw up. So turn that right down, try it on about 3. If that's not enough, you can always put it up a bit, but it's better to go a little bit lighter than just rip straight through it and pull the pocket straight out. And that's holding that really nice and tightly. You can just check it for square. Pull it in a bit. When you put the side bits on, that will also pull it in square a bit more as well. I'm just going to put a few in to start with. I'm going to do them all. Now I've got the back in place, I'm going to do the sides. So on the sides, I've just drilled a couple of pocket holes in the end, which will go onto that piece there and hold the two together. So we've got our three sides on. We need to put the middle in, and we need to put it on the rollers to hold the rails so that the drawers are going to roll on. So what I've done for putting the rollers is I'm going to use skateboard bearings. I've made up a little jig here so I can hold that into place, and I know exactly then when to drill the holes, mark the top and the bottom on it, so you know which way up to go, so just in case there's any discrepancy. So you know if you hold that and drill your holes, you're going to be right all the way along through the holes that I've put the bolts through. So I'm going to situate these holes. There's going to be more closer to the front of the drawer, because when you're at the front of the drawer, you've got more leverage of the drawers pushing down. So I'm going to double up the amount of rollers I've got at the front. They're going to go every 125 mil, and then once they spread out a bit more, they'll go every 150, 200 mil, something like that. What I'll do now with my square, just line those up so I can see at the top where they go. And then the line on the top of the template will just line up with that, and I can just drill it. I've got 60mm bolts, 8mm bolts, so and nuts. Now these are flat nuts. I wanted, they're called flat nuts, they're not as narrow as quite a lot of nuts, so I've got these flat nuts because I wanted to pack it out a little bit but not too much, and some washers, some 8mm washers, so it will just be a washer on the bolt, a bearing, another washer, and then the flat nut. Now I might just put a little bit of Loctite on these just to hold them, and then that goes through the hole, and then on the back just another washer and another nut. So that's what I got done. Got the centre one in and just a couple of runners on that one on either side, and I run out of washers, so that is all I can do, unfortunately, but coming along nicely. Washers are coming in tomorrow. So I've got all my pieces for my drawers cut down. My drawers are 125mm by a metre wide, and they're about 125-130mm deep. I've also cut down some uni-strut for the rails. So all I've got to do now is put the drawers together, so more pocket holes, and we'll see how we get on. Put it all together and then fit the rails and fit it into the carcass. Now we've got that drawer done, I'm going to put the rails on before I put the front on. So the rails are going to be the uni-strut. So what I need to do is work out the depth from the runners up, plus I'm going to give it about 5mm. So the depth from the runners are 50mm, 55mm, which I'll check, and then I'll add an extra 5mm on just to keep it up off the bottom. Also, there was a bit of a warp in this bottom, so I've done it so the warp comes up into the drawer, so it's not going to rub along the bottom. I'm going to just use the 6mm bolts, which I've got loads of from when I built my hose reel. So I'm just going to drill some holes in the middle of the channel, just so I can get them in, and then I'll clamp those into place, and then I can drill through the channel into the wood, and I know I've got it in the right place. Let's drop our 50mm packer there, and that in place. Make sure it's not sticking past the end, and then clamp it into place. And then you can move our packer along, and then we can clamp the other one as well. So all we need to do now is tighten those up and do the other side. That's solid there, so we'll just do the other side. That's the first drawer complete. All that's left to do now is to see if it fits. Beautiful. Slides really nicely, goes on those rollers. There's a few gaps here, but I think what's happening is it's not quite square. But when we put the top piece on and fill it all in, that will square all these and hold them all square, so that will fit much better now. So all we've got to do now is do exactly the same again for the second one. So just before I go any further, I'm just going to nip off these bolts. Do first down the garden. Do. Go on. So what I'm going to do now is put a bolt there and a little block of wood attached to each of the drawers, and just to stop it from coming too far out. Today I'm going to be fitting some locks on the front, so I'm going to be using these cam locks, and I'm also going to be fitting some handles. So I've got these little brass handles that when you're not pulling them, they just lay flat against the drawer, so they won't get in the way when it's not open or when you don't want it in the way. So there's the little handles that just drop flat, nice little brass handles, and the cam lock. So the cam lock, the way that works, the way to fit it is drill your hole, you take the bar off the back by just undoing that screw in the end there. So you take that bar off, that ring, so there's a ring there with 2 points in the back of it, that goes onto your cam lock. And what you do is you hammer that in, and those 2 little points stick in. So you hammer that into there. So those hold it still, so it doesn't turn the lock when those little points hold it still, so it doesn't turn the lock when you turn the key. Then you just put it all back together. There's a big bolt on it that holds it all in place. Put it all together and away you go. So what I'm going to do is just start it from the front here. Start it off nice and slowly, work out your position where you want it, and then drill that through. Now I'm not going to go all the way through with this. What I'm going to do is keep going until that just starts to stick out the back. So that's just starting to stick out the back now. So I'm going to come in from the other side, and I know exactly where to go because I've got the hole in the back. And by doing that, it just, when you go through, if you haven't come from the other side, it can just blow the back off a bit. So by just starting it off and going in shallow from the other way, then come back from this side, it just makes a neater hole to go through. So now your cam lock goes in. Now there's 2 flat sides on that. That goes through. And then make sure it's in the right orientation, because once you've got that knocked into place, you won't turn it. A bit of wood on it, and then just give that a tap in, and that holds that tight. And then all you do is put your nut on the back. So once you've got that in, all you need to do then is put your cam back onto it, and that screws on. Then just test that to make sure it works. Lovely. So now all we've got to do is put our handle on. And that is the position for your handle to go in. So that is just a case then of screwing that on. So what I'm going to do now is just get the lid. I've got a couple of these metal plates, and they are, when you get a magnetic door stop just to hold the doors, they're the plates that they clip onto. But I'm going to use those, and I'm going to put them underneath the lid of the drawers, and then that way when the cam lock twists it will catch behind there. So I'm just going to sort out the position for them, put those in, and then I'm going to screw the top onto the carcass. Now with the multi-cut tool, I'm going to just cut a couple of slots behind there, just so it's got somewhere for the lock to clip into. So all I'm going to do now is, I should have probably done it before I put the lid on, is just loosen off these bolts a little bit and put a bit of Loctite on just to stop them from coming off once they're in the van. So that's the drawers all finished, all with locks on. So open and shut and lock, complete with handles. So all I've got to do now is get them in the van. Drawers are in. I've put some black plastic on from what I made the insane bolt out of. Plenty of room in there for brushes. And this one I'm going to keep for PPE and that type of thing. I'm always going to keep a set of spare PPE in there, so I've always got it handy. So absolutely chuffed to bits with the drawers. Were they worth it? I don't know. They worked out quite expensive. Wood and everything's gone up in price, so it's quite expensive now. They will be handy. I'll see how I get on when my pressure washer goes on top, whether it causes it to bow or not, but we'll come to that when we get there. The pocket hole jig was good. Did really nice job, but it did wear towards the end, and for some reason it was drilling too deep, or not quite on the right angle maybe. I've put a bit of this black plastic on. That was a bit that I'd left over from when I made insane bolt, so that will just protect the wood a bit. I think at some stage I'm probably going to get it all out again and paint it all just to seal it up a bit better, so it makes a bit of a better job. But we'll carry on using that for a while now. Hope you enjoyed watching the video. Hope you found it useful. If you did, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.